It's a story we've been continuing to follow closely, and still residents at Springfield Gardens say they are still looking for relief from what they call unsafe living conditions. This time they are taking their protest to the attorney's office that represents their landlord. Western Mass News reporter Paris Dunford has the details.
What do we want? Safe homes! When do we want them? Now!
About a dozen Springfield Gardens residents protested Friday afternoon. Western Mass News has been following their issues closely for the past several months. Tenants say nothing has changed, with leaks in their bathrooms, unsecured doors, and more. Tenants say they're still dealing with the same issues that they were in July, with no relief in sight. On Friday morning, they were back in court for the 8th time.
We're constantly asking them to make the repairs, and they keep giving them more time, and it's not completed. We've missed work, we've missed family events to be dragged in and out of court.
They say the court system has asked the landlord and management company to remediate the issues, and they haven't done so in a timely manner. Out of desperation, getting no results from the city or the court system, they took their complaints to the front doorstep of attorney Rich Herbert's office.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! These slumlords have got to go!
Herbert represents the landlord of Springfield Gardens Apartments. Tenants tell Western Mass News they want to see attorney Herbert hold his clients accountable.
You're representing them. You need to make them do these repairs. This is not fair to continue to ask for more time and more time.
We asked Herbert if he'd like to respond to the protest, and he declined to comment. Reporting for Western Mass News, I'm Paris Dunford.